It's just spectacular. Very close to Sydney and directly connected to Sydney Central. And look at this view. This is just awesome. And the other side, it's equally good. So we should go a place called Woy Woy, W-O-Y, W-O-Y. I don't know the pronunciation, but it sounds like Woy Woy. Look at this view. This is just unobstructed view of Hawkesbury River. This view is making this train vlog spectacular. You can see how close the train line is. It's basically going just beside the river. Could you believe that we just arrived and we have few hours before going to Canberra, and we found out that there was a planned strike in New South Wales Railways, but that strike is not going ahead because the local minister has made the travel over the weekend on Sydney and surrounding areas for free. So we are getting a free train here. All the gates are open and we don't need to use the Opal card this weekend, and that was fantastic. So it's a free travel here, and then that's been fantastic, and it is a brilliant surprise. And we decided actually we should go a place called Woy Woy, W-O-Y, W-O-Y. I don't know the pronunciation, but it sounds like Woy Woy. And we're going to take a train from Central, and we're going to experience Woy Woy before coming back to Sydney Central for our train to Canberra. We always love Sydney double-decker trains. Yeah, you see, this is the stop I was talking about, Woy Woy. It is a very nice spot. So we're going to go towards Yonge, and where this Woy Woy station is. That will be like an hour on train. Now we're going to the platform 12 to catch the train to Woy Woy. We have been to Sydney 3 times this year, and every time we had gorgeous weather. Look at this. It is blue sky, not a single piece of cloud here on sky, and it is just a fantastic train ride. It's an express service, so we're not going to stop too many stations, so it's going to go fast, and hopefully we'll be arriving within half an hour, 40 minutes. Now we are passing by Lewisham. This station is called Summerhill, and we are not stopping here either. Ashfield. These are suburbs of Sydney, and it's not central, but it's pretty close to central, and apartments are looking nice, but must be a bit expensive these days. Croydon. So the names are also very similar to places in England near London as well. I just love taking photos of these double-decker trains. They're just fascinating. New South Wales has truly one of the best public transport in the world. Obviously, like Melbourne. Bar Road. We're approaching Strathfield, where this train will stop for the first time. White flag means that you are good to go, and that's very standard practice for either puffing billy or modern trains. I'm just moving it to the right direction, and so it's changed direction now, and I can do the other way around as well. So you can, depending on which way the train is going, you can change the direction of your seat. How wonderful. Look at this side, it's so wonderful. The first view of our nature on this train vlog. Me and Ronan were just discussing how many times we have been to Sydney this year in 2024. So far, including today, we have already been 3 times. and then we're going to Canberra this afternoon, and then we'll be coming back to Sydney from Canberra, so that will be fourth time. And then in December we have planned to go to India, and we're flying from Sydney, and that's why that will be like fifth time. And in the new year 2025 we'll be coming back from India to Sydney, so we'll be starting our year next year from Sydney in Australia. So it's been unusual. We have been to Sydney every year one or two times for work, but 2024 has been just extraordinary because we have been already 3 times in Sydney, and we'll be another 2 times by end of this year. Traveling on train is always fascinating. The next station will be Hornsby, and Orny was telling me that from this station onwards, scenery will be very, very nice, very, very attractive. We are coming to Hawkesbury River, and that's a fantastic spot. Actually, you can actually do a cruise on Hawkesbury River. We'll do some of the time. And scenery and vegetations here are very similar to Blue Mountain, obviously. At the moment we're going through a tunnel. Coming to another tunnel. There are a lot of tunnels here next to Hawkesbury River. This tunnel is really long. It's going on for last 12 seconds. Look at the view, guys. This is Hawkesbury River, and this is spectacular, and I think this is the view we came for. This is spectacular. This is just awesome, and this is what we're doing. We're approaching the Hawkesbury River Station, and look at this view. This is just phenomenal. The train line is just next to the river, Hawkesbury River, and this is just extraordinary. We have been planning to visit Hawkesbury River and do a cruise on this river for a while, but didn't happen, didn't materialize. But on this day, on our way to Canberra, few hours on this train to Woy Woy, is just a fantastic experience that we're having. What a beautiful sight this is. We're having a wonderful time. This train ride is just spectacular. Very close to Sydney and directly connected to Sydney Central, and look at this view. This is just awesome. And the other side, it's equally good. Crossing the river, and look at this. Now we're crossing Hawkesbury Bridge, Hawkesbury River Bridge. Wow, that was fantastic. I'm going to sit on the left side when I'll be coming back from Hawkesbury back to Sydney, and I'm going to capture the whole journey alongside the river, Hawkesbury River. That will be a fantastic view, because on this side, while we're going on the left hand side, we are missing a bit. Next stop is Woy Woy. We're getting down here, and we'll spend a few minutes, maybe half an hour, before we'll catch the return train to Sydney Central, and that time I'll be able to capture the whole Hawkesbury River, and that will be fantastic. We just arrived at the Woy Woy station, and we have 10 minutes gap before we catch the return train to Sydney Central, because we don't want to spend here too much time, but I just wanted to capture the beauty of this river from a different angle, and so we came up and look at this beauty. This is a fantastic spot. I mean, we need to come back definitely sometimes in future. This is Hawkesbury River. Look at this beauty. It's just so spectacular. As I was telling on the train, that at some point we need to do a cruise, and there is a very nice cruise that you can do on this Hawkesbury River. So definitely in future we'll come back to Sydney and we'll do this Hawkesbury River cruise. That will be fantastic. Due to that event that they wanted to have a strike, but the government did a trick and they offered completely free train service over the weekend, so they couldn't do the strike, and so we are the beneficiary. And we have been traveling in Sydney for free for a few hours at least, and so we are waiting for our train to Sydney Central, and hopefully we'll be sitting on the left hand side and the view will be magnificent once again. From Central to Woy Woy we had a number of stops, but while we are going back it's only stopping at Hornsby, Epping, Strathfield and Central, so it's kind of like a galloping service and it's not going to stop at too many stoppage. Hopefully we'll be arriving within an hour or so. So we started our journey from Woy Woy to Sydney Central, and hopefully on this side we'll have a fantastic view of the Hawkesbury River. It has just started and we'll get to see Hawkesbury River. Look at this view. This is just unobstructed view of Hawkesbury River. This view is making this train vlog spectacular. You can see how close the train line is. It's basically going just beside the river. The train line is almost on the bank of the river, and this area is very flood prone. Every year in New South Wales some of these areas always get flooded. Nature always makes the video spectacular, and this Hawkesbury River, if you can see from Google Earth or some drone footages, it has got a lot of twists and turns and the bends are just extraordinary. Look at this, we're so close to the river. We're almost running over the river. This is very relaxing, and as you can imagine, this Hawkesbury River is just too big, too wide and winding river. Pay attention, that's the Hawkesbury River Bridge. That's the bridge we're going to cross very soon. The bridge is going to come very soon, so we're going to cross the bridge, and we are crossing the bridge. We plan to do a lot more train videos if possible, in Australia, in India, around the world, when we can get an opportunity to travel. We are approaching Hawkesbury River Station, and look at this area where they have this waterfront marina and all these boats, fishing boats, and this is the ferry that I was talking about. This is actually a postman's ferry. They call this Riverboat Postman because all these regional New South Wales villages and towns, they only get their posts by this boat, so it's quite historic. I guess there are other ways they deliver post, but there are some remote areas where they can't get post by the road, so this is the postman's boat that always takes your regular letters and parcels to your home, and you also can travel and do the cruise on this Hawkesbury River. We're in country New South Wales, so the vegetations are very similar to Blue Mountain and most predominantly eucalyptus and very dark green, almost bluish. Good weather, sunny day always makes any journey memorable and wonderful, and this has been a very relaxing journey. Spectacular. This has been a very nice journey, and this vlog is probably one of our first train vlog that we have done in Australia, and it's been wonderful experience, especially weather is so kind. So this is going to be our train to Canberra from Sydney Central, and it's going to last for 4 hours, so it will be a 4 hours journey in the evening, so probably won't be able to see much. But when we'll be coming back from Canberra, we'll be able to see a lot of things on the same train.